Greetings, everyone. My name is Aditi Jha, and I am a master's student studying music industry management and artist development at the University of West London. My research is on music and gender, a study of popular music and how it influences the perception and portrayal of women in Indian society. The selection of this research project stems from a profound professional connection to Indian classical music cultivated over a significant period of study alongside a background in sociology. This immersive experience has provided a unique advantage point to witness the profound impact that music exerts on the life of individuals within my home country. Drawing on a sociological lens, the investigation of how music influences gender perception has emerged as a compelling area of interest. The extensive immersion in the study of Indian classical music, coupled with an understanding of sociological frameworks, has fostered an acute awareness of the potential implications that music can have on shaping societal understandings of gender. This interdisciplinary perspective enables a nuanced exploration of the interplay between music and gender, focusing specifically on the Indian context. It allows for an in depth examination of the multifaceted ways in which music both reflects and shapes gender norms, attitudes, and behaviors within society. Introduction. Popular Indian music holds a prominent place within Indian society, serving as a powerful cultural force that influences and reflects the values, attitudes, beliefs of the population. Within this vibrant musical landscape, it is crucial to examine the extent of which popular Indian music shapes the perception and portrayal of women. This research aims to delve into the multifaceted relationship between popular Indian music and its impact on societal attitudes. The influence of popular Indian music on the perception and portrayal of women is a topic of significant importance due to its potential implications for gender equality, women's empowerment, and the dismantling of gender stereotypes. Through an exploration of lyrics, music videos, and audience reception, this research seeks to shed light on how popular music either reinforces traditional gender norms or challenges them, ultimately shaping the perceptions. By examining the content and themes prevalent in popular Indian music, this research aims to contribute to a deeper understanding of music's impact on shaping and reinforcing gender stereotypes. Understanding the influence of popular Indian music on the perception and portrayal of women holds a potential for societal reflection and change. By unraveling the complexities of this relationship, this research seeks to contribute to ongoing discussions surrounding gender equality, the media's role in shaping societal attitudes, and the potential for popular music to catalyze social transformation. Ultimately, this research aims to foster a more inclusive and equitable representation of women within popular Indian music and the wider Indian society. Research questions. This research seeks to explore the following inquiries. Does popular Indian music influence the perception of women in Indian society? What is the nature of this influence, positive or negative? Additionally, it aims to investigate potential strategies and interventions that can be implemented to address any negative impact identified. These fundamental research questions serve as a foundation for developing a comprehensive understanding of the role of popular Indian music in shaping societal perceptions of women, which can inform subsequent large scale studies in this domain. Methodology. It's an inductive approach. The research process typically begins with collecting empirical data through observations, interviews, surveys, or experiments. Researchers then analyze the collective data to identify patterns, themes, or relationships. From these specific observations, they gradually develop theories or generalizations that explain the observed phenomena. Inductive reasoning allows researchers to generate new insights and theories based on the empirical evidence. It is often used in exploratory or qualitative research, where the focus is on understanding a particular phenomena or exploring new areas of studies. That is the reason why I would be collecting qualitative data. Ethnographic research paradigm will also be involved. This involves observing and interacting with individuals or groups in their natural settings to gain a deep understanding of their beliefs, behaviors, and societal practices. The goal of ethnographic research is to uncover the meaning people attach to their actions and behaviors within their cultural context. It allows you to understand the community from their own perspectives and explore the underlying social, cultural, and historical factors that shape their lives. Emic approach would also be taken. The emic approach is a perspective used in anthropological or sociological research that focuses on understanding cultural phenomena from the insider's point of view. It emphasizes studying a cultural internal meaning, value, and perspectives without imposing external or preconceived frameworks. In simpler terms, imagine you are studying a particular community or group. The emic approach involves listening and learning from the people within that community, trying to see the world through their eyes instead of bringing your own assumptions or judgment. I aim to understand and interpret their beliefs, behaviors, and practices from their own cultural context. Relevant and existing research. My first research is by Nancy on the portrayal of women in popular Punjabi music. This article titled The Portrayal of Women in Popular Punjabi Music can provide valuable insights for my research on the influence of popular Indian music and Indian society. This article specifically focuses on the portrayal of women in popular Punjabi music, which is prominent genre in Indian music Indian industry. The author examines the lyrics, themes, and imagery present in Punjabi songs and analyzes their impact on the perception and portrayal of women. By studying this article, it shed light on the potential influence of this genre on societal attitudes and beliefs about women. It explores how the lyrics and themes in Punjabi songs may reinforce gender stereotypes, objectively objectifying women, or perpetuate certain cultural norms and expectations. Incorporating the findings and analysis from this article into my research can provide empirical evidence and examples to support my argument about the influence of Indian music on the perception of women. This allows for a focused examination of a specific genre and its impact on gender perceptions, which can be generalized to some extent to a broader context of popular Punjabi music. Moreover, this article highlights the importance of critically analyzing the content and messages conveyed through music. It underscores the need to consider the societal implications of popular music and its potential to shape attitudes and behaviors. By drawing upon the insights and evidence presented in this article, I can provide a comprehensive analysis of the portrayal of women and its implications for gender perception in an Indian society. It adds depth and empirical support to my research, strengthening my argument about the potential influence. My second article is Young Adults' Music Preferences and its relation to their attitude towards women and sexuality by Aheli Chakravarti and team. This research can provide valuable insights for my research on the influence of popular music. This study specifically explores the relationship between young adults' music preferences and their attitudes towards women and sexuality. It examines how the type of music individuals prefer can shape their perceptions and attitudes toward women, including issues related to gender roles, objectifications, and sexuality. By investigating the connections between music preference and attitudes towards women, this study helps to understand the potential impact of music on shaping individuals' perceptions and beliefs. While the research is not focused solely on Indian music, it provides a broader understanding of the influence of music on gender attitudes, which can be applied to the context of popular Indian music as well. Incorporating the findings and insight from this study into my research can contribute to the understanding of how popular Indian music may influence the perception of women in Indian society. By examining the relationship between music preferences and attitudes towards women, I can draw parallels between findings of this study and the influence of popular Punjabi music and Indian music on gender perceptions. The next research is Reclaiming Subjective, a psychoanalytic feminist perspective on item songs in contemporary Indian cinema. This article can significantly contribute to my research on the influence of popular Indian music on the perception of women. This article adopts a psychoanalytical feminist perspective to examine the role of item songs in contemporary Indian cinema. It explores how these songs contribute to the construction and representation of women's subjectivities in popular culture. By analyzing the content, context, and impact of item songs, the author provides insights into the ways in which popular Indian music shapes and influences societal perceptions. The psychoanalytical feminist approach allows for an examination of the underlying power dynamics, gender roles, and sexuality depicted in these songs. The finding of this study can help in understanding how popular Indian music, specifically item songs in cinema, contributes to the construction of women's identity and reinforces certain stereotypes of perception within an Indian society. It provides a critical analysis of the cultural and social implications of which songs and their potential influence on individuals' attitudes and beliefs about women. Incorporating the perspectives and arguments presented in this article into my research can strengthen my understanding of the complexities surrounding the influence of popular music. It offers theoretical insights and empirical analysis that can support my argument and enhance the depth of my research. Furthermore, this article contributes to the existing literature by focusing on a specific content of item songs in Indian cinema, providing a unique lens through which examine the intersections of music, gender, and popular culture. The final research is sonic performativity, analyzing gender in North Indian classical music. This article can provide valuable insights to my research on the influence music has on the perception of women in Indian society. The article focuses on the gender dynamics within North Indian classical vocal music that examines the ways in which gender is performed and represented through sonic elements. It explores how musical structures, lyrics, and performance practices in these genres contribute to the construction and negotiation of gender identities. By analyzing the sonic performativity of North Indian classical vocal music, the author offers a nuanced understanding of how music can shape and influence the perception of gender roles. The study delves into the intricate relationship between music, gender, cultural norms, providing a deeper understanding of the way in which popular Indian music may contribute to societal perceptions of women. Incorporating the findings and theoretical perspectives presented in the article into my research can enhance my understanding of the broader cultural context in which popular Indian classical music and as a traditional genre shapes gender perceptions and attitudes, which can potentially extend to the influence of popular music in general. Furthermore, the analysis of sonic performativity in this article can provide a framework for studying the impact of music on societal perceptions. By focusing on the sonic elements, it offers a unique lens to understand the relationship between music and gender and how musical features can shape and reinforce certain gender ideologies. Overall, this article on gender analysis contributes to my research by providing insights into the complex interplay between music, gender, and perceptions. Participants. In order to gather diverse perspectives on the influence of popular Indian music, a structured interview was conducted with a sample consisting both women and men aged between 22 to 35. The sample included three individuals from the music industry who possessed expertise and experience in producing or promoting popular Indian music, while the remaining participants were consumers. The interview aimed to explore the research purpose and motivations of the interviewees in relation of the topic. Open-ended questions were formulated to encourage the participants to share their personal experiences, observations, and insights. The interview questions were designed to elicit thoughtful and detailed responses, ensuring that the data collected would be rich and meaningful for the research. Pilot study. The questions asked. First question was, can you please share your personal experience or observations related to the influence of popular Indian music or the perception of women? What aspects of popular Indian music did you find concerning in terms of its portrayal of women? In your opinion, why is it important to study the influence of popular music on the perception of women? The findings. The first finding was the general perception of the popular music tends to portray women in primarily as objects of entertainment rather than as equals in society. Although there have been some positive developments in recent years, such as emergence of songs celebrating female empowerment and positive sexuality, it is widely acknowledged that there is still a long way to go in terms of achieving gender equality in popular Indian music. Participants tend to have a more negative perception towards popular music, associating with objectification and marginalization of women. There was an interesting observation though. While observing, there was a differential perception of popular music versus regional Indian music. Participants tended to have a more negative perception of popular music, associating it with objectification and marginalization of women. But on the other hand, regional music was viewed more positively, with participants considering it a more accurate representation of how women should be portrayed. This suggests that regional music may offer a more diverse and nuanced perception of gender roles and equality compared to the dominant narratives presented in popular music. Implications of the larger studies. My further research questions that I would like to do is to what extent does the exposure to popular music influence the attitudes and beliefs of men towards women, and what factors may mediate or moderate this relationship? I would like to focus this study mainly on an Indian society because I think that is where my expertise lie. More interviews would be conducted with content analysis as part of the methodology. I would be going through different songs, different popular songs, and the perception that men have towards those songs, and how does those songs affect how they see women. Both qualitative and quantitative data would be gathered to reach a conclusion. Potential impact. Increased awareness and understanding. This study can contribute to raising awareness among the general public, policymakers, and the music industry about the influence of popular Indian music on the perception of women. It can shed light on the ways in which media representations and lyrics shape societal attitudes, leading to a better understanding of the potential impact of gender. Empowerment and agency. Through a critical analysis of popular Indian music, the research can identify instances where music is used as a platform for empowerment and women's agency. By highlighting these positive examples, this study can inspire artists, industry professionals, and audience to promote messages of gender equality, empowerment, and social change through their music. Academic contribution. The research can contribute to the academic field of gender studies, media studies, and research by adding to the existing knowledge base. It can provide insights, frameworks, and theories that can be built upon. helping it to advance and understand the relationship between popular music and gender perceptions. Khalil Gibran once said that music is the language of spirit. It opens the secret of life, bringing peace, abolishing strife.